a soldier, an airman, and a Marine walk into a room. This show is The Punchline. My name is Ryan Smeltz, and you're watching Veteran Talk Show. Let's go back a second, because I don't think everybody realizes we've got Marine, Air Force, Army. So this is going to be exciting, because him and I were talking today, and I only know what I went through. So I'm like, oh, Air Force, where do you go through training at? He's like, they all go through Lackland.
I just want to know one thing. Did you decide to get the Harry Potter tattoo?
Oh no, that was before. That was way before.
Oh my god!
It's not Harry Potter. I'll have you know, it's a really bad John Lennon. And here's fun fact. Here's a fun fact. I've done scientific studies on this, and I can tell how old you are by whether you say, "Hey, that's John Lennon."
I can tell how old you are by saying that's Harry Potter and not John Lennon.
Oh,
that thing faded away.
Oh,
he said,
you don't want to know
really
how much.
John Lennon.
You don't want to know how much shit I got for this. Speaking of basic training,
I know. I was just about to say that.
My senior drill instructor at Parascience. So we every week had to strip down into nothing but our skivvies and walk in this turn circles so that they could check us to make sure we didn't have bruises or cuts or whatever. We weren't.
You did that when you started this episode.
I like being naked.
Joe, what are you doing? Joe, get up. We're about to get started. Put your shirt on.
Yeah, where they were fighting me to put on pants. I was like, why? It's a podcast. You're lucky I'm wearing pants. And since it's on camera, people be like, God, thank God that guy is wearing pants.
That sounds like something Mayor Giuliani would say.
Yeah. But no, my senior drill instructor literally was like, is that Harry Potter on your arm? I was like, no, it's John Lennon. He's like, that is fucking stupid. And I'm like, we all make mistakes. I caught a lot of shit for it. So the only tattoos I had this whole thing when I went in, and then I had an anarchy tattoo.
Oh.
So I have an elbow tattoo that I got when I was 19. 18 or 19.
Those are the best decision tattoos.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have made nothing but good choices with my life. For those of you who can't see me, I'm gorgeous. And actually, the first day we picked up. So when you go to boot camp, you're in the Marines. You're there for a week without being with your drill instructors. So you run your initial strength test, and when you come back from running your initial strength test, that's when you pick up your drill instructors. He's the guy. So, but when you do that, your company commander comes in, and you're full on, they strip you down naked, and you have to do the whole spin in a circle thing, and he's making sure you don't have any, I don't know. I think he's just
contraband.
Yeah. No, it wasn't prison where they were asking you to bend over and cough, but I don't know why they did it, but he saw the anarchy tattoo and he's like, anarchy, huh? He was a captain. He was from the air wing. He was like, you ever tried to raise arms against the government? And I've been on the island for 6 days. So I'm still a smart
He gave you
ass.
an out.
Yeah, I was just not this government. So thinking I was a smart guy. And that went over like a turd in a punch bowl. They didn't do anything right then and there, but I could feel all my 3 drill instructors just all stare at me. And I'm like, this is what it felt like for that dude in Jurassic Park who was surrounded by the raptors. He knew what was about to happen before it actually happened. And I got
clever girl.
Clever girl. I got lit the fuck up for that too. After so the officer leaves, and they're just good. they look at me we know who you are now. And that was the moment in my Marine Corps career. 6 days in, I was I am never opening my mouth to an officer ever. When I first dropped to the fleet, I was I do not want my CO to know my name. Other than my platoon commander, that's the only one who I want to know me.
I'm sure you had the greatest name, be anarchist Harry Potter.
No, they're not that smart. They just called everyone shitbird and dumbass. And,
They got creative with our
yeah.
names.
No.
You carried it for 3 years after you left. Basic.
They fuck stick was a popular one.
Yeah.
I think I called you that today. Like just that.
I didn't know what that was until I joined the
Like
Marines.
9 or 10 times. Yeah. It was just in passing. We had, so I told you this earlier. We had chef, or cook. I forget. I'm pretty sure it was chef because,
Wait, that was a job?
No, that was his nickname because when we got to the
Did he
grenade
talk like
range,
Isaac Hayes or something.
he cooked it before.
Oh.
Yeah. So obviously, if you throw a grenade in real life, you want to cook it off a bit so Haji doesn't throw it back, because that's a possibility, and we don't like to get blown up by our own grenades. But on a live grenade range with round browns, you want to make sure, the drill sergeants, you don't want to cook it off after you toss the spoon, because, well, as this guy quickly found out, the drill sergeant snatches it out of your hand, or heaven forbid somebody dropped it in the pit and he's throwing it and then grabbing you and body slamming you right behind the blast wall.
This is the Veteran Talk Show. If you or someone you love is suffering as a victim of sexual harassment, sexual assault, needs help with addiction and recovery, or mental health and well-being, then please go to veterantalkshow.com/resources. This show is hosted, produced, and edited by Ryan Smelt. Our co-host is Joe Ballett, and the guest starring veterans.